But a computer simulation is no proof that theory has become reality. Although there are reports of sightings of strange craft in this corner of the Nevada desert. Like the UFO phenomenon itself, the world of black projects is shrouded in mystery. One of its legendary bases, located here, is known variously as Groom Lake, Dreamland, and Area 51. For years, the American government denied any knowledge of it. The first picture to confirm its existence came from a Russian spy satellite in 1990. Despite formidable security around the base that is supposed not to exist, more pictures and some hint of the activities there are coming out.
Area 51 is the primary classified test facility for aircraft by the United States Air Force and the U.S. intelligence community. Traditionally, that's the location where new reconnaissance aircraft, such as the U-2 and the SR-71, new stealth aircraft, such as the F-117 fighter, have been tested. It's also the primary facility where aircraft acquired clandestinely from Russia or other countries are stored and tested for evaluation.
Reliable information on what goes on here is difficult to come by. Although some claim to have worked at Area 51, there is a suspicion that those who talk don't know, and those who know don't talk. But Edgar Fouche's credentials as an Air Force avionics specialist do qualify him with the exact sort of background to have been assigned to Area 51.
I was there to repair and do a couple of modifications. And I went up every day at 4:30 in the morning before sunlight, came back every night after dark, and did this for 10 days straight. The thing that bothered me the most about Groom was not somebody walking around with an M16 glaring at me when I was trying to work at times, but having to wear the goggles that looked like the black welder's goggles, that the sides are blocked off so you have no peripheral vision, and at about 30 feet everything becomes blurred, and at 50 feet if somebody was pointing a gun at me I wouldn't have seen them. So but anytime you're outside, or I was outside of my facility, I had to wear them because they didn't want me seeing anything, say in the next building over, or aircraft that were sitting on the flight line.
There are rumors that the Aurora project is responsible for many UFO sightings in the vicinity of Area 51. Ball-shaped craft and strange hovering lights. There are those who believe that Aurora has produced a revolutionary breakthrough in advanced technology. Edgar Fouche thinks he knows what it is.
To me, the most fascinating vehicle from the Aurora program has been the TR-3B. It's a triangular-shaped vehicle that uses a circular accelerator, as you imagine a circle within a triangle, that rotates a mercury-based plasma at 60,000 revolutions per minute, pressurized at 250,000 atmospheres, and supercooled to 150 degrees Kelvin. I absolutely believe that all the triangular-shaped vehicles that have been spotted belong to the U.S. government. The only thing that could outmaneuver a TR-3B would be the things we copied it from, which would be alien vehicles.
Edgar Fouche can produce no proof that he has ever had any connection with Area 51. And the notion that Area 51 is in possession of recovered alien technology and reverse engineering it into exotic new propulsion systems and craft is widely held by those who believe in UFOs, as does Edgar Fouche. And there is no evidence that his TR-3B aircraft exists. Except that in recent years unidentified triangular craft with a pulsating light in the center have been seen in various locations around the world.
You have my word, whatever it's worth, that I trust my friends. I believe what I've seen, what they've seen and told me. And I believe this technology exists. I'm absolutely convinced.
Fact or fiction? Can black projects such as Aurora and its predecessors be the answer to what pilots and others have been seeing around the world over the past 50 years?
Back in 1967, I have absolutely no doubt that there was no military craft of that shape and that capability flying. Having said that, if there were to be such advanced technology, secret technology from the military, then not only would they have the advanced craft, they'd have the advanced control systems, radar control systems, and very well briefed pilots who would be invited not to fly in conflict with airliners, certainly not to fly on reciprocal courses in airways, but to confine their experimental flying to the areas such as the North Sea, maybe out in the Atlantic somewhere, or the deserts of America.
Maybe at that time was the SR-71, the American airplane, but they can fly about 3.3 Mach. And the radius of turn at that speed is about 20 miles. And this object was in a hard turn to the right and disappear. Was very impressive.
I don't think it's a secret weapon or something like that. It was not an airplane, it was an object, an unknown flying object.
It is a fact that in 1947 the American government believed that the UFO phenomenon was real and might be an advanced secret weapon of Soviet origin. It prompted an official but secret investigation. General Twining, head of Air Materiel Command, declared that the phenomenon was real and that unidentified objects the size of aircraft were being observed. What began as a classified project became a public study by the Air Force, known as Project Blue Book. Today, the American Air Force claims it's no longer interested in flying saucers, but there is a widely held suspicion that they may not be telling the whole truth.